Alright, so I think I'm live. That's always good. Let me just pan that to editor. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, twitch.tv/TrueMumu. Yeah, so I'm finally back to streaming, that's always cool. Um, yeah, so we're gonna be back to D&D now. Of course, I've missed a ton of sessions because life came up. So we're gonna be a little bit lost if you don't watch the VODs, and hopefully, um, Quigley or Steve Heavy will upload the VODs of some of the ones we missed, and I'm going to get a quick recap because it's been a long time since we've seen Barry. It's been a long time since the party has seen Barry. It's been a long time since I've played this game, so I might also be little out of my element. But yeah, I'm now home from college, finished my first year, so we got a hopefully good stream. Although, apparently a couple of our players are together, so they're using a laptop, and it's going to be real echoey, so good luck to us on that, I guess. And yeah, let's get into it. Let me join the Discord call real quick. All right, I'm back. All right. So if you just explained everything, I need you to do that again because I was muted and deafened. All right, cool. Uh, all right. Well, I don't know what happened with X guys, so let's get down to it. Nah, yeah, it's been a while. I will admit, I may be at fault for that. Oh boy, I'm dropping frames. Don't forget to watch at twitch.tv/TrueMumu. Don't forget to view bot it in the back of your browser. Wait, you don't have a backstory? Do you know- That's called procrastination. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I respect it. I do it too, but that's that's called procrastination. Hold on, I need to actually make sure stream even sounds like. Okay, there's an ad. Can't hear the people on the Discord call. All right, let's try that. I think I fixed it.
Did you?
We'll see. I don't even know how long my delay is because it's been a while, so long since I've streamed.
Why
What's
is this hell so
crack-a-lackin'?
Hey, buddy.
Wait, who even joined? Hold up.
Who's here?
Okay. Alright.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you fixed it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I know. Fix it.
Yeah, gee, I was just talking about how I still haven't read my backs. No, you don't
Well,
fix.
to be fair, I forgot to like do this. I think I missed last session. Or we didn't have
Yes, you did.
Oh, he did?
We didn't. We missed the last session because myself, Quaz, and you couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And me.
I was watching.
And me.
I mean,
The
that's not the point.
point we just assume you're not gonna be there anyway.
Alright. I think I fixed it.
Inevitably, we'll kill off now because I feel like Andrew really just doesn't want to stream.
Yes, very much so. Please actually kill me at some point.
Hey, hey. Side note. If you're actually there, Quigley, can you upload those vods for me? That'd be great. Thank you.
I can keep telling Pierce to push the talk. Also, yeah, one day.
One day.
Wait, did you have to go leave to go like bring your parents home or something? Leave.
Yes, they're waiting for some reason. I don't know why, okay?
Waiting for
Are
what?
they
I don't know. They just want to
for
wait.
for taxi?
No, Andrew's driving.
Sorry.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought
I
you
have a
were
taxi, yes. I'm literally at service today.
I thought that what's it called? I thought that they were like waiting for this D&D session. I was like,
That's
Okay,
considerate.
well, long way to go.
Oh
My parents love me.
no. Okay, good.
That's what somebody whose
And
parents doesn't
follow
love
up,
them
we
would say.
don't.
Oh no.
Don't you know, parents is always reversed.
let me stop. Actually, you know
Let's
what?
not. Let's not go in further.
Maybe I'll just like make my OC playlist. Cause yeah, on that on that super lock that I was telling you about, I like
Also,
recently
Sonic,
heard
why
a
do you
song and
steal
listened to
my
it on OC.
names? How could you do this to me?
How could you do this to
Turn
me?
homes out,
Hmm.
kid. It's not my fault. The
This
fault you were
might
too
be
slow.
weird, but I might have to awkwardly open this on like Firefox or something
Oh, it's
because
Chrome.
my
It's
Chrome
being
is being
dumbass.
broken.
That's-
Just use Edge. Edge is the best
Use
browser.
Internet Explorer, because apparently I have that and
Use the edge.
I
Wait,
have Firefox
you have
downloaded.
Internet Explorer and Edge downloaded?
yeah, man.
Wait, can
Nice.
That's-
you
Hold, hold,
Internet
That's
Explorer?
intelligent.
Yeah, you can still download Internet Explorer.
Mhm.
hold up. Let me go to let me prove it.
Oh, which is-
Look at that bottom bar. There's
I still
Edge.
get
There's
Internet
Explorer.
even
There's
though
Edge.
I don't use
There's Explorer. All right, back to DnD. Yeah, that one.
Know what Windows I use? I use Windows 7. Know what Windows
I don't
7
have a
is?
hotkey
Windows
for this.
8.
Yo,
We don't talk about Windows 8 here.
I got a
Windows
ton.
8 was evolving, but then Windows 10 did good.
Yo, I'm pissed.
Well, it's always
Well, you see.
We're waiting on our DM, so we're not starting yet.
Yeah.
I'm the new DM.
You should probably also not talk while eating.
We all died. Azazel's lit.
Alright, I'm going to restart my PC because it seems to be a PC-wide problem at this point, and I.
Okay, we'll be here.
Oh dear. I mean,
Welcome back to D&D now, everybody.
Now with more errors than before.
Wait, hold up.
back and buggier than ever.
Wait, Quaz. I'm dropping frames on my stream.
Everything's going wrong.
Putting on
This is
chat.
fine.
Start without DM no balls. Alright.
Yo, you know I would, dude. Oh, you know why I'm dropping frames? Steam is downloading something.
Nick, not only would you start without DM, you also haven't been here for the past like 4 sessions at least.
Yeah, no, as I said in the intro that you definitely didn't watch, but as I said in the intro, I've been gone for a while because life got in the way. But now I'm back. I don't even remember how to play this character. I don't remember anything about it other than it was Lilac Beetleberry or Lil
Yeah.
Berry, and I don't know anyone's names anyway, so it works out perfectly.
Oh, I didn't know Lazuli was a boy until
Wait, Lazuli is a boy?
Yeah.
I think it's because I was like Lapis Lazuli. And I was like, oh wait, that's like.
Same.
You guys suck.
Then
Well, you
again,
never
to be fair,
explained it. I
I
don't
still
even know what
think
you
you
look
was
like.
a glass of water.
Yeah, no, to be fair, like, every other character I know about to an extent, but yours always kind of felt like it was just kind of there.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
Lazuli and just Rosa. Sorry, I don't like. I still was trying to. Make
I at least know Dixrosa because Dixrosa is just a big crocodile or alligator or whichever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a reptile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lazuli is the hardest to like physically picture, but like
Yeah.
both Lazuli and Dressrosa, I'm just like I don't know, like because they have personalities and they have like traits, but like my brain just doesn't work with them. I think it's because they are more subtle than like the drunk dude,
Yeah.
the fucking demon, the Andrew.
I guess Lazuli and I have more.
The edgelord.
More nuance? Or not? I don't know what's the right word for this.
Yeah. You'll need to have like a Lazuli, like a Disrosa Lazuli.
Yeah,
like Zuko Katara, like. Just,
No, I definitely feel with y'all your two characters, you're kind of overshadowed by the kind of overwhelmingly stupid big personalities of the rest of us because Barry just yells and
That
like
is true.
thinks everyone's a friend. Tyler is character Azazel is just an edgelord who no one likes. And
Listen, canonically, I'm the best character. That's how that works.
what? How?
I mean,
Canonically, subjectively, canonically, romantically, I'm the best character. And
I think that's entirely false. Pierce's character is a big brute who likes flowers. That's all I really remember. Not gonna lie. And then we had Gnat.
flowers? No, I just gave Vola flowers because I thought that was a good aesthetic.
And then Gnat is Gnat. That's all I'm gonna say for Gnat.
Putting on chapstick makes you feel like a real woman. Iconic.
I feel like a woman. Da, 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 da,
I used to think that
da.
I'm gonna have to look
Chapstick-
in the video and see how long this just random banter lasts because I don't like editing videos and I'm not cutting it. So
No, but here's the thing. I used to think that
Understandable.
chapstick was the exact same as lipstick. So like when I was younger, I would put chapstick all over me, and then like I would like kiss my dad on like the cheek or something, and it was like, oh, how come there's no? Because like from cartoons and shit, you always see like the.
Yeah.
Well, Luke is calling me. I'll be back in a sec.
Yo, put him on speaker. Put him on speaker.
No, he muted.
Aw,
Too late.
that's upsetting. Wait, so Pierce, are you with Quigley or no?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay.
He's in the same house, dude.
I was just out. No, cause the Quigley's technically in here too, so I wasn't sure what was going down with that.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I
he's
see.
heading out in a second, then he'll be back.
Okay.
Okie dokie. And now we wait.
Let's see. What else is eating up my task manager?
Alright, let's see. Is this better now?
Chrome.
Is it working?
I think so. I think we're fine.
I mean, there's the usual tiny echo, but I'm used to it now.
Alright.
Wait, is the echo coming through me? I'm just curious.
I have no idea.
It's not.
Okay.
It might be me today because of the speaker setup I have.
Understandable.
But, okay, so I think we're fine now. Give me a second to open up.
Oh, I forgot to post on my other socials that I'm live.
And stuff are.
I don't want a selfie. No selfies allowed in this case. Take a picture of my screen.
I mean, your face is already visible in your stream, right?
Yes, but I refuse. I don't acknowledge selfies. They don't exist.
He's got a point.
Oh, I forgot to do the swipe up thingy, because that's cool.
Alrighty. This is almost a proper scarf. It's like halfway through.
Hey, how long do these sessions usually go? It's been a little bit since I've actually played.
It usually ends around 10:30ish.
Okay.
Usually.
All right, let's hope it ends around there, because I may or may not have told some people I would try to attempt some dumb Destiny stuff that we are horribly underleveled for, and it's just a meme group as it is. So, yeah,
Oh, the outbreak quest?
yeah, we're doing C team where Nathan is 680, I'm 670, and Spartan's 650.
I'm like 680 something. I might join in for you guys tomorrow if you still need help.
Yeah, well, it's a 3-person quest.
Yeah, no, I mean like if somebody just drops out or can't do it.
Okay, yeah, so that's hi.
Are we recording? No, 'cause I'm still
Yep.
talking. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Give
second.
me, give me like a second.
Okay. Okay. How am I actually Hey, Quaz, are you actually watching my stream at all?
I have it up in the background. Why? What's up?
Can you just watch it and see if you can even first of all notice frame droppage? Cause I'm still dropping frames apparently.
Not really.
Okay.
Why is my Wi-Fi so
Everyone's
slow?
like webcam is frozen, but
Oh, that's the case on my side too. Hold up. Okay, now some of them are not. Okay, now they're moving again. Literally, I just
yeah,
play this game.
really
I just play this game through the stream window though. Like I have Chrome open in the background, but I just look at the screen window for things that are going on.
yeah, kind of.
Okay. Hey Quad, you got any bits?
Yeah, why?
I want to test something. Can you donate 1 bit? I'll pay you back.
Sure. I'll chew you 3 bits
Who's that in the background?
because then I'd have a perfect 100.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Do you want a message or what?
Yeah, just message what you want, dude.
Uh,
Who's in the background?
Go back to ours.
Alright, are we good?
Okay.
I don't
Alright,
know.
thanks for the 3 bits.
Test, hey, what's up, gamer? Dab 420.
Dab.
400.
420 boys.
Quality.
Delicious.
Oh
All right, and it's official. I've come back. I hit 100 followers, and now I've made some more money. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to hear team up being
Okay,
strong.
cool.
Are we finally ready to start?
Yeah.
no. Almost.
All right, how do I play my character again?
Yes, God. With your sushi thing. Wait, okay. Can this be? Can
No.
this be like a really bad mobile RPG where like you can go to the store and spend like real life money on currency where you can use that real life money to buy
Easy.
potions?
All real life money goes to the donate button of
Yeah, I
twitch.tv/truemover.
give money to
All
Twitch
your
to
life
TV
money
slash
goes to
True.
the DM.
Can, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah,
I
that
give,
makes
like,
more
dollar bills
sense,
and I can
but
be like, I want to buy levels.
showmanship.
I'm
I
ready to
love
level
how I'm
up.
the only one who's further away from Moon Harbor.
I'm ready to level up. Level up. Level
Group
up.
notes. Don't fuck with
Listen, we
important.
finally have everyone. The literal only thing I was waiting for leveling up was everybody to show up. So
Wait, are we all level 3
No,
or level 4?
Level 3.
y'all are currently level 3.
Okay, good.
Okay, level
Alright,
3.
are we ready?
Oh wait, I have to level up. Oh.
No,
Oh,
you're not
yeah,
leveled up
I
yet.
need my
Okay,
apprentice.
okay, we good, we
You
good.
should be at level 20. You should be at level 3.
I'm at level
Pretty
3.
sure
We're
you
good.
don't have-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
There's not
should
at
be.
level
Same
3.
level as everyone else, yes.
Are we just
For a
playing
second, I
not
thought you said we were going to be
until
going
everyone
up to
comes
3, and I was like, oh shit, I'm already 3.
Uh,
back? Are we just pretending not here until Edge goes back?
yeah.
Because-
How about we just made Barry escape on her own? Speaking of escape, we should
Andrew's
fill
just
in.
there. Like Andrew's just there, but just
That
doesn't
works.
talk. And
Alright.
he comes back. He's like, okay, here's the stuff I bought.
Alright,
Miss
okay.
DM lady, fill us in
Are
on what we
ready?
missed.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
What is this?
Here's
Great,
the
wonderful.
motherfucking tea. Okay.
So, summary of everything that was missed because of the fact that our token streamer has been gone this entire time.
That's me.
I like
That's
the
me.
circle.
I'm literally just going to reread the exact initial blurb that I gave to everybody when you first entered the city.
That
As you
clearing of
stop
the throat.
in the harbor of Mute Harbor's namesake, you find yourself suddenly dwarfed by the tall, sprawling cliffs laid out before you, surrounded by, as far as the eyes can see, by the spires of tall buildings. Mute Harbor, while not the capital of Olmere, is the largest and most populous city on the continent, and the size of it has never been more evident than as you are currently standing at the docks, staring up at the ornate heights of the nearby buildings and sprawling landscape. The area around you is crammed with hundreds of boats, rows upon rows of well-maintained wooden docks stretching the length of the shoreline, far enough that the most distant ships begin to blur together into brown and tan smudges on the horizon. Guards stand at small stations near the ends of each of the docks, about 1 to 2 guards, just milling about, chatting casually with each other and the other sailors that mill about the area. Ships of all shapes and sizes unload boxes and bundles of colorful cargo, metals and spices and heavy crates of unknown materials hauled off on horse-drawn carts. The air is filled with the cry of gulls and the murmur of mixed voices, and as you step off of the ship Cyanth, your prior, apparently entirely useless escort, stands above deck near the rails, watching as the ship is tied off to the docks with the assistance of the dockhand waiting, and he turns and looks to you as everything settles. Welcome to Mute Harbor. Last we left off, the party had wandered around Mute Harbor for a while, coming across a small, cheap tavern known as the Cracked Hull, where they had spent their days. While the owner of the Cracked Hull did not seem particularly enamored with them, specifically, Dishrosa and Vola managed to make surprising friends with several of the patrons within the bar. Azazel and Lazuli wandered around for a while, just taking in the sights of the city, and Azazel managed to find a book which had a small map of Mute Harbor on the inside and detailed some of the city's history on the inside. You learned that there are 5 areas of the city: the Slough, the Myers, the Nexus, the Fey Heights, and the Barracks, which are the 5 different main central hubs of the city. You all attempted to get into the Fey Heights, but failed the first time because it is heavily guarded and gated off at all of the entrances.
And I accidentally freaked out the guards.
Yeah,
Oh
gave you
yeah, good times.
a mild heart attack. And after a little bit of conversation with the guards at the front gate, you managed to get in and found yourselves in the Mute Harvest Sorcerers Guild, a surprisingly expansive complex built into the side cliffs of Mute Harbor, where you met the headmaster of the Mute Harbor Sorcerers Guild, a woman going by the name of Madame Miriam. You were also introduced to the head cleric of the Mute Harbor Sorcerers Guild, a Firbolg man by the name of Nyron. You were offered a job in which you search for the disappearance of Cryptshire Pass and find out why these things had happened. And you were left with being given your communication devices and being told that there were shops within the Fey Heights that would be willing to give you a discount if you showed them that you were affiliated. And that's where you left off. You have housing and accommodations that you were promised, but you haven't actually been there yet. You know that you can get a discount at some of the shops in the Fey Heights if you go there, but you're currently just kind of standing in the Sorcerer's Guild lobby.
I'm gonna go shop.
Wait, so I'm there, right?
I've been waiting to shop.
Yeah. I'll join too.
You were told that there were several shops that you could potentially go to within the Fey Heights that would have
Is there a pet store?
that would have wares
What
at
weapons?
discounted prices.
Pet store.
You could visit. I'm trying to figure out the names of the things that I gave you.
I have them written down if you want me to do them.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact ones I gave you.
You gave us the Forge and Fan, which is a blacksmith shop, the Gilded Basilisk, which is a magical item store, the Whitewater Conservatory, which is a magical school, and then specifically Navola, she wound up getting, she got Apprentice's Press for alcohol.
Aha, yes.
Oh,
those ones.
boo-hoo.
I'm trying to remember
No
which
pet
ones.
stores.
Okay, so magical items. Wait, so is it magical items is one and weapons is another, or is it
Yes,
like?
they are two separate. The
So
Forge
it's
and Fan is a
weapons.
blacksmith and weaponry
Okay.
shop. The Gilded Basilisk is a magical item store.
Well, I have some insider knowledge, so I want to go to the blacksmith shop first.
Probably
That's
in
everything,
our
that's
company.
everything.
Aaron wants to know if you're cheating, Tyler.
No, I'm not cheating. Yeah, I actually am cheating.
I want to get magical
I
items.
put in a cheat code into Roll20, and now I control G's actions.
I'm gonna go to the magic item
I
shop.
like
Yeah, so
magic
weapons,
items.
Magic items. What the alcohol one? What moot? And then what's the other one?
The Whitewater Conservatory is a magic school that
Can we buy
Schroeder
students?
specifically remembers because it was the magical school that Elin, the traitor on the ship
Mhm.
you were
Traitor!
Yes, I want to go check that out. Yes, very much so.
I mean, none of us are wizards, so like we can't like buy a spell, but like yeah.
I mean, we could pretend that we are.
I am very
Pretend that we already
convincing.
changed the D&D rules. We got it.
So, where do you want to go first?
Magic items.
Magic
There's a
items.
consensus.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
I'll
go
go to the
there
magic
as
item
well.
shop first. But I'm very excited to go to the blacksmith shop.
I'm tempted to
uh,
go check out the music place, the magic place.
Alright, well, you guys can break off. I'll just bounce.
Do we want to? Yeah, it's up to.
Do we want to?
Do you want
I
to
don't
break up,
care.
or do you kind of just like go to store, or like yeah, like do you just like, go to the places, like as a pack? Because I mean, well, like, do we all want things at each store, or do you guys just like?
mean,
I can trouble
you
a
guys
blacksmith
never-
for a mini weapon again. That's fun. I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, if consensus is already on magic items, I'll go there too. If
All
anybody
right.
else wants to split up, that's
Sounds like consensus is magic items. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, so standing in the lobby of, well, the lobby area that you first entered the Mute Harbor Sorcerer's Guild from, you realize after a second or two you're standing there that you don't know how to make the portals to get out. Because you've only gotten in and out through glyphs and portals, and you just kind of all left without asking how to leave.
All right,
So you're just
we're going
kind
on
of
an
standing
adventure.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go. Wait, so what are we looking at? What are we looking at? A hallway?
Is it,
Okay, so
There
it
is
just
a
like
small hallway off to the side where all of you well, besides Barry and Not, you guys aren't here.
Oh, all right, never mind.
You don't know any of this happening.
Ah, yikes.
You're all
But currently, the ones who are there, you are in that same almost entirely glass room with these small, there's like little plants and stuff to liven up the area. There is the side hallway that you went down to get to the location of the Fearbulk cleric, Nyrin. And there is the small hallway off to your right side where you found the office of the headmaster.
I guess I sort of look to like the others, and I'm like, you wanna just kind of wing it,
as you would, as you do.
and then well, at least at least for me, like I would want to walk down just like the hallway already, just like going down like to the one we don't, or like wait, no, wait a minute.
You've been well, unless you chose not to go to the doctors, you've been down both of them.
Oh, well then, oh yeah, we go to the office. That's where that was the place we first went, right?
The office is where you got your job, essentially.
Oh. And then, where is there a hallway that goes to like the place where we first entered
Where you first entered is this lobby. Like, you can pretty much clip through the wall. The glyph kind of just sent you here.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, here. I guess I'll just go walk to the should we go back and just ask? Or do you want to just like explore? No? No one?
Bola doesn't care either way.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna walk to the doctor because that furball is cute and maybe he'll answer my questions.
Alright, so following the path that you wandered down the last time, it's a relatively straightforward shot. This complex seems like it's very, very large, but everything is, as you're looking at the walls and etc., it's very well labeled, like they don't want people getting lost, and they seem self-aware that it would be very easy to get lost here.
Mm-hmm.
So you pass a couple of hallways that are labeled like living quarters, kitchens, etc., and you manage to make your way back to the medical ward relatively easily. And there's still a handful of clerics milling around, and then Nyrin is off behind. You can see the top of his head over the curtain that is separating the areas just because he's tall.
Ooh.
And he's just
Yeah,
seems to be dealing with one of the patients talking in a soft voice to them.
Alright, we'll give him a moment to finish.
Yeah, I guess you kind of just like, so you kind of just like stands there awkwardly, like, just like in the middle, just like,
You know what? This is gonna be amusing. So it takes a solid. He seems to be relatively like wrapped up in his work, and he's just kind of quietly talking to the patient for a while. But after a second, he finally notices you. You're honestly awkwardly standing there for a solid 5 minutes or so.
oh my god.
In which he's just quietly talking to this patient, checking them over. It seems that they just came in for like a simple bump or whatever. But he finally looks up and turns and notices you and goes, "Oh, hi. Wasn't expecting to see you back here so fast. Are you hurt?"
I say, hey doc, how do we leave here? Because I don't know how to leave.
How do we
not-
leave?
Oh god. And he walks over and he looks you up and down and goes, "Okay, did they give you one of the communicator thingies? This thing?" And he reaches into his own pocket and pulls out his own one of the little silver spheres.
They do, and I reach into my pocket and grab mine as well.
Okay, alright. So there's little access points in each of the places here. Main lobby's one of them. There's one in here that you can just get here real fast if you need to get there. But essentially, you just go to one of the access points, and he points up at like the top edge of one of the ceiling, like almost right at the corner of the room. And it looks like a smaller version of one of the glyphs carved into the area right there. And he walks over and he just holds the orb in his hand, and the crystal in it flashes briefly, and one of the glyphs opens up on the wall just immediately.
Lit.
And he points at it and goes, "This one leads back to the lobby, because I'm assuming the rest of y'all don't know how to leave either. But just think of where you want to go and where you are, and it should get you where you need to be. It's pretty straightforward, honestly.
All right, I say, sweet, thanks. I go to give him, I go to give him a dap, and I don't, yeah, I don't know. I kind of just like hold my hand out like for like a dap, like thanks, and
He, he looks real confused for a second and just
yeah, that's what I
awkwardly
thought.
shakes your hand. Like he just wraps his hand around your closed fist, and his hand is large enough that it like covers the whole of your hand, and he just shakes it awkwardly and smiles.
We'll work on it, and then I sort of I walk through the glyph that brings you to the lobby, apparently.
And you're just popped back into the lobby. The rest of you who are standing in the lobby area see one of these golden glyphs pop up on the wall, and roll a quick perception check. Actually, let's see.
Should I roll one as well?
Nah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
Everybody else roll a perception check if you're in the room.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, everybody's just like
Oh yeah, that's us too, right?
running on autopilot.
Yo, everyone else is like super dead, dude.
Crap, I gotta find my first. Oh, there. Wait. That's persuasion.
Vola?
Why am I still getting glitch?
What the hell
Well,
did
let's
you
see-
do?
okay.
Just
Well,
roll a
let's-
full d20, I guess.
Roll a d20, it does that instead. So just
Where
add a
is
1 to this. Alright, so 18.
Alright.
1 second, wait, I can't find my perception. Or
This dude rolled 121 perception.
I can't
Okay.
find it.
That's my other character.
He notices a
man.
shifting in the molecules around the.
Constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Where is perception?
It should just be on.
It's
so if
under
when
your
you're-
skills.
So when you're in the when you're in your thing, if you go
Yeah,
to
go under your skills.
There it is.
and-
Good God, I can't read.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's full-
Christ.
It's below
Alright.
nature and above performance.
Okay, well.
Rosa has high perception, but I don't.
So, Dishrosa and
Holy shit.
Bola. Actually, we'll just say all of you. It's a relatively low DC. You all notice as the first little lines of this golden glyph begin appearing almost just in like the air in front of the wall. Before, you never noticed this, but there is, again, another small, almost mimic carving of the glyph on the wall above it that lights up with the same gold-white energy, just as the glyph appears in the air, and through comes Azazel, just there suddenly.
Hey. So I figured out how to leave. We have to use these little communication doohickeys or whatever, and apparently we kind of just like the secret are where we want to go, and it just sort of happens. And then I guess I walk towards like where we came in, like the general area we came in. I
Yeah,
guess
it's just
I
a wall
fucking
behind
move.
you.
Yeah, and I sort of like I don't know. I close my eyes and like I think about outside, and then yeah.
Pretty much as soon as you do that, the glyph above you lights up, and immediately one of the little portals opens up again, and it's just there. You can't see through it. It's just a circle of magic, but you can go through.
I turn around and face Yellows and I say, I just put a little peace sign and I walk backwards through it.
As you walk backwards, you find yourself facing the outside wall of the Mute Harbor Sorcery Guild. Not even the inner part where you first came in. It's like there's one of the small glyphs carved just above the door, and
Sweet.
you're just outside in the Fey Heights.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna wait, I guess. Anybody else gonna do
Yeah,
anything?
no, I can feel, yeah.
I mean,
Sorry. I forgot to hit push to talk the first time.
Alright, as the rest of you
Fuck.
file through, you find yourself in the same part. You're just right outside in the, right at the front of the Fey Heights. And, you were given a brief description of where each of these locations are, and, there's not as, compared to the other areas that you have been to in Mute Harbor, it seems that just because this is such like a rich hoity-toity area that there's not as many shops, and the ones that there are of higher quality. So looking around, it probably wouldn't take you that long to find where you're going.
For the magic shop.
So, magic shop?
The magic item. What was it again?
Yeah,
Basilisk.
Gilded Basilisk.
Also, Andrew. I mean, not Andrew.
Wait, when is Barry gonna join us?
Ironic.
Yeah, they'll join. Don't worry.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you make your way to going down the direction that you actually came from to get into the Fey Heights. You find yourself in like a very open air market style area with small kind of cutesy shops all around you, and each of them are very, very clearly labeled. And farther back, nearer to a very large building it's almost like a very sprawling temple style building. Just in front of that area, you see a small shop that it is purple on the outside compared to some of the muted colors of the rest of it. The entire shop is purple with gold trim on the outside, and you see a basilisk emblazoned on the sign hanging above the door. So you pretty much immediately get the idea that this is where you're supposed to be going.
Lit.
As you
It's color-coded.
walk in, are you going in, or are you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm going
it's
to
already
walk
going. Might as well
in.
take a look-see.
So as you make your way in, immediately you hear the faint ding of like a little bell above the door chiming as you come in. But when you look up, there's nothing there. But that immediately gets drawn away from your attention as you start looking around the shop in front of you. A lot of you have seen magic. You've grown up or just been around areas of magic in your life, but it's highly doubtable that you have ever been around this much magic at one time. Similar to the inside of the Sorcerer's Guild, there are, instead of normal lights, almost what seems like flames just entranced and ensconced in these little glass spheres drifting and bouncing around the ceiling. And every so often, when they bounce against each other, you hear the same almost faint bell-like chime that you heard when you first walked in. There are rows upon rows of bookshelves, and it's almost hard to see the back of the shop where the shop owner resides. But at the far back of the store, like back right area, there is a humanoid man standing, back turned to you as he roots around some of the shelves behind him, sorting through what seems to just be some spell scrolls or whatever else.
Cool.
Spooky.
Wait, he's humanoid, but like, can we tell if he's like a human or?
You could
Would
tell
that
that
be a-
he's a humanoid.
Okay.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if I can more clearly understand? I guess I just walk up to him.
You can just walk up to him and be like, "Hello, who are you?"
Stop trying to analyze every other thing we interact with and just.
I just was curious. I just want to know what he is. But I guess I don't need to roll an investigation for that. I guess I just walk up to him.
You could just talk to him.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what I do. I walk up to him.
Closer. You hear another one of the bell chiming noises, and this seems actually to be coming from somewhere near the back of the shop. And this finally catches his attention, and he jumps a little bit and turns around and notices you. And just from your time traveling with Lazuli, you recognize that this is an air genasi.
Lit.
Ooh.
He looks all of you up and down as you enter the shop, and he gets a wide grin. He has this like white blonde hair that seems to be floating in almost an ethereal breeze that isn't there. Very pale, like purple-ish skin, and gold-esque, like a very pale gold tone to his eyes, and he smiles over at all of you and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting to see anyone here today. I am Azone. What may I do for you?"
Azone. I didn't say that out loud, by the way. Okay.
I'll go up to him and say, I never expected to see anyone just like me before.
Aww.
Aww.
How do you spell his name?
1 sec.
get, ladies, now let's get information. Okay. Oh, sorry. Gee, thank you so much. G,
Oh, that's a beautiful. I love it so
G.
much.
Let me see.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh, that's
see, I can't
amazing.
both type and speak at the same time.
Where does it say? What?
It's in the Roll20 chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God.
Uh,
I
Oh
love
my
it.
as
god!
soon as you walk up Lazuli, his eyes kind of go wide, and he just looks you up and down with a look of just utter shock on his face, and he goes,
Ooh.
"My, my God, I honestly can't say that I've ever met anyone of my particular type before as well. If you don't mind me asking, where do you come from?"
Time to take out the history sheet because I'll have names memorized.
Laughing because I know Quaz's backstory.
Oh no.
I should make one. I'll make one after things.
God damn it! Where's the name?
Your name is Lazuli?
Well,
Does that
I
help?
mean, not that. Well, I guess you could say come from Kincombe.
Kincombe? Well, that's a bit of a surprise, to say the very least. Someone of your predilection coming from a place such as there.
Predilection.
Damn it.
I'm
I'm sorry.
happy to make your acquaintance. I don't believe I ever got your name.
Yes, my name. What? Yes, my name is Leslie. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
I'm surprised it's not water.
That's my, that's my mate. That's my mom's maiden name, Water.
Warder.
I mean,
Please, Water was my father. Please
I
call
mean-
me Lazuli.
Your name is just Blue. Like,
At least it's not ozone.
I'm
It's
so
not
mad.
ozone, it's ozone.
Ozone. I'm
Ozone.
sorry.
You type that ouchie, I.
Lost faith in humanity for a moment.
I mean,
But
it could be
as
worse.
you are in this shop looking around, there are these little, as well as the little floating candles, there's a very thick scent of herbs and incense, and all the walls are covered in these very thick spell books. And he looks around and gestures to the area around himself and goes, "Well, I'm sorry for the bit of a distraction, but what may I do for you? Welcome to my humble shop."
Sweet. I mean, I don't know what I want, so can I, like. I guess I kind of. Well, I was just like, can I, like, ask him if it's, like, I guess it's like, do you have some kind of, like, organizational system? Like, can I just, like, browse your catalog?
He laughs a little bit and goes, "Well, it entirely depends on what you are looking for. There is a number of, if you are looking for weapons," and he gestures to one of the walls, and you see in these individual glass cases a number of various, about 5 or so weapons that seem to gleam with this slight enchantment. He gestures over to them and goes, "I have a number of enchanted weapons, or if you have the coin," and he laughs a little bit to himself, "and I will admit it is a bit pricey, but if you have the coin, I may be able to enchant wares that you currently possess.
Ooh.
As well as this, I have a number of varieties of armor," and he gestures over at a wall that's actually slightly behind him, and there's a couple of armors that are set up on mannequin displays that all have the same almost slight shimmer to the scale of their metal or the leather of their breastplates that also seem to be enchanted in some way, and a number of small rings and necklaces that all sit on display cases in front of them.
Vola just kind of snorts when he says the word armor.
He kind of looked up and down a little bit, and he goes,
Andrew, he's being
Hello.
Oh.
well, it's up to you. I have some other wares, scrolls, and that of the
Okay,
like.
this
If
actually
any
really
of
good.
you are scrolls and that of the like, if any of you are more magically inclined. But whatever catches your eye, I would be more than happy.
Okay. I guess can I just like make a? Or I guess I'll just browse and kind of see. Can I like roll to see if anything catches my eye?
Give me a second. I can send like the names
Ooh,
of the different things in chat.
come on,
I can't type and also talk because push to talk.
come on, fucking like.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
fun.
No.
We're gonna find. So you basically are just gonna send us a list of what we have.
Yeet. I mean, also if you
Nice.
have it in like a doc, you could like send the doc as well. If it'd be easier than typing them all out.
Nah, I'm just copying and pasting from the doc.
Oh,
Fair.
Yeah.
Slop on my knob, the corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job.
When I send these, if you want a more
Tyler, I
distinct
hope you know that
description,
Aaron's singing along with you over here.
if you want a more detailed description and prices of each of these, I'll be able to just say that you like walk up to them or whatever, and Azone will assist you.
I started when we were young. You
said we could enchant our own stuff if we wanted.
Yeah, for a healthy bit of coin, or if you have a pre-existing enchanted item for slightly less coin, Azone is capable of transferring the enchantment to a different weapon.
Damn.
Stop. Don't talk to me, loser. I'm changing my class. Azizel's now a bard.
That's not how that works. Pierce, you
You can multi-class.
You can multi-class.
Multi-classing
You're a
exists.
Pierce.
What?
Just gonna make people bards, huh?
Oh, fuck my fuck.
Everyone's a bard now. Oh, it's fine.
Tyler, don't worry about it. Worst case scenario, I will just send you the
Yeah,
shop
yeah, yeah.
list.
I mean, I'm still gonna be on for a bit. I'm gonna shut my webcam off so I can get dressed.
Lamau.
Scandalous.
Yeah, yeah.
To show my entire household on Twitch.
Oops.
Whoopsies.
Oops, I slobbed on my nog. Oh, wait,
Dude,
I don't say that word either.
Wait, what word did you say?
I said ASS.
Yeah, you can say
It's
that.
fine. Family-friendly content, dude. It's fine.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I love the fact that that didn't work at all. One moment, I'm just gonna send y'all the whole thing.
Isn't it in?
It went, but you can't see the whole names and everything.
Oh. Also, Piers, why does your camera have a weird glitch effect going on for it?
I don't know.
Get a
The
better
Matrix.
computer, lol.
That's also an option.
Slop on
The
my
Matrix
porn.
is an
Oh, wait,
option.
I can't say that either.
What's it like being
Should
censored?
I wear black pants or should I wear jeans?
Black jeans.
I don't own black jeans.
Buy them now.
A travesty.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna wear. Okay, iconic.
Sweatpants?
I'll be right back. Sweatpants.
I like that idea. I like
You
sweatpants.
mean comfort over trying to look fancy?
Yo, pajama pants though, not even sweatpants.
You right?
Here, get an Excel
I'm gonna
spreadsheet.
wear my favorite outfit.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
also prices on this, so.
Okay, sweet. Wait, it didn't open, huh? Oh no, it did. It downloaded. Okay, on Excel.
Yeah, it's an Excel spreadsheet.
Adamantine scale mail. Ooh. Dragon Slayer. Ooh, I love rings. Ring of Warmth. Wait, is this gold?
And the stuff at the bottom you can only get after a specific.
Let's open this.
Wait, like this Mariner's chainmail is that 1,580 gold?
Wait, what kind of what document is this?
I'll be right back.
It's
It's an Excel spreadsheet.
I don't have Excel.
I have 102 gold pieces.
Yeah, no, hi, I don't know how to break this to you. Enchanted shit is expensive.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
very expensive.
Where are all these
Yeah.
enchanted?
Yeah, they're all magic items.
Yeah, this is all
Oh,
like
yes,
how
the
we
magic
magic
one.
items.
At a magical
Yeah,
item
no
store.
In a magic
Sherlock.
store.
I don't have Excel, so I.
Thieves' cloak? No.
Here, hold up. Quaz, I got you. I'll just screenshot the whole thing for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And the 4 wondrous items at the very bottom
I'll put it in
are
the Discord.
niche that you will have the option of getting them later.
That means that the thief cloak as well, because the thief is also.
No, it's the 4 things at the very bippity boppity bottom. The Goldian lion, the onyx dog, the porcelain thing, and
Bippity boppity bottom.
Well,
I know
I'm
what
not
those
buying
are.
anything here, so. How much would it be? Would it be around the same price range to buy to make an enchanted thing as well?
to have an item enchanted with, if you just pick a random enchantment, it's going to be a little bit slightly cheaper because of the fact that you are supplying one of the material components for the enchantment, but and it's even cheaper still if you supply them to an enchanted item and a non-enchanted item and have him transfer the enchantment. That's even cheaper, but the initial enchanted item will be destroyed.
Okay. And is this also taking into account our like discount for like working for the thing, or?
The discount is only, it's not that much, it's like 100 or so, 100 to 200 gold off of individual items.
Okay.
So it may put something slightly closer to your price range. Also,
Yeah.
you never told him about the thing,
Oh well.
so he doesn't know that you have a discount.
Well, I'll tell him at some point. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna buy anything here, so
I
y'all
don't
have
need
fun.
anything yet here, so I'm gonna leave because there's
I want the
nothing
thieves' cloak.
specifically
Can I tell him to
much
put something on
for
hold? Well, I mean, nobody else is gonna buy it. Never mind, it's a dumb question.
Yeah, no, that's a little too pricey for me.
Yeah, I want the thieves' cloak, so nobody take it when we inevitably get more money at some point.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, the porcelain and the little itty bitty silver raven looks pretty cute.
It's a raven.
Yeah.
Well, can I ask him? Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna buy it, but I just want to know. Can I ask him what the thieves' cloak does?
As you go up and ask him about the thieves' cloak, he actually goes over to it, and you see it on one of the back walls, and it looks like a relatively simple cloak. It is a black cloak with silver buckles and etc. that hold on the outside. It is a plain black cloak that, as a bonus action, you can hide an item within the folds of it. It acts similar to a bag of holding, but it can only hold up to, I think it's 30 pounds.
Okay.
If you are attuned to only a creature who is attuned to the cloak can insert and remove items from it. Any other person, even upon close inspection, will just see an ordinary cloak if they attempt to locate items it may contain, and any creature wearing it gains proficiency and advantage in sleight of hand and stealth.
Fuck! I want that cloak. Okay. All right, I will be back. You know what? I do this canonically. I kind of put my hand up to the glass thing, or it's in a glass thing, right?
It was, but it was actually just on a mannequin, and he took it out, and he's like holding it up so you can see it.
You know, never mind then. It's fine. In my head, personally, I know that I'm gonna be back for that shit, 'cause that seems fucking lit as fuck.
Alright, so, that is that.
Yeah, I'm done for,
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the blacksmith.
Same.
Alright, as you exit the Gilded Basilisk, Azone actually looks over at Lazuli one last time, and in Primordial actually goes, well, I hope to see you again. It was really nice meeting you. And
I ship it.
waves a little bit.
It's like water and air.
It's water in air.
And as you step
So a
out
hurricane.
into the it's about
no.
mid-evening, maybe.
It's a perfect storm.
I hate you.
I love it.
It's about maybe 3 or so in the afternoon where you are at the moment. And as you step out, Vola, you notice only about 3 or so stores away, there is in fact a store that the iconography on the outside is a bundle of grapes next to a wine glass, and there is a small sign on the outside that in script, in fact, reads Prentice's Press.
I'm gonna take a quick detour over there.
Just immediately just.
The rest of you, as you step out and look around the circle of stores around you, across the circle, past the little fountain area in the dead center, there is, in fact, you can hear from here the faint hammering sounds of a blacksmithing shop, and there is a store which has a large billow of smoke coming out the back where the furnaces are heavily burning, and a small thatched roof. It's a relatively simple looking store compared to the grandioseness of the rest of everything around it, and it indeed says the Forge and Fan on the outside.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna walk in and survey the scene.
So, first things first, Vola. You walk into for a place that sells alcohol, this is probably the cleanest place you have ever been in.
Ooh.
It is.
Come on, hospitality. 5 stars
Entire...
in
It is very well maintained wood floors with it's only shelves on the walls and behind the selling area, but like the rest of it is just barren. It's a weirdly empty shop, but all of the walls are lined with these surprisingly ornate and well-aged wines, casks of whiskey, and the man behind the counter is a half-elf of black race, with his hair pulled up in a small bun, glasses sitting on the bridge of his nose, and he looks over at you and goes, welcome to my store. This is the Prentice's Press. I am Prentice. What may I do for you?
I was looking to stock myself up on some good drinks. I figured I'd drop in here.
Well, the only thing I have here is good drinks.
Exactly, that's why I
depends
came
on
here.
exactly what you are looking for. What is your poison, exactly?
Fuck, now I need to decide what fucking Vola's favorite drink is.
I thought you already had that written.
Huh?
I need to sneeze, but it won't come out. I'm in pain.
Bless you in advance.
Oh, yeah!
All I can imagine is you guessing.
I'm sorry, they're fucking doing the vine.
Oh god.
They're doing the what?
The
The
vine?
fucking, the Kool-Aid Man vine.
Oh no!
You know what? I'm gonna say Vola's partial to rice wine.
With that preference in mind, my fucking Roll20 keeps tabbing me out of it randomly. Anyhow, with that concept in mind, you are led to a you are led to a back wall with a selection of what looks like to be relatively high quality rice blends, and he points to some on the higher shelves that are actually of significantly what seems to be like smaller batches, but they just look like they're going to be pricey. And
Nice.
he goes, "These are the finer wines that we have." He kind of looks you up and down for a moment and goes, "I feel they may be out of your price range, but we do have
As
a
of now,
relatively nice
unfortunately,
selection of
yes.
fine wines." And he gestures to the lower shelves, which hold the wines that you are more familiar with. They seem to be of relatively high quality nonetheless, but they seem to not have the very fancy bottles and etc. that the others have.
Ooh, I have a foot cramp. Oh, God.
Please don't.
That's painful. Okay, I'm fine now.
Alright, so how much is like a bottle of it? I'm guessing.
A bottle of the fine wine, I believe it is 20 gold for a bottle of the fine wines. He sells expensive, pricey shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
20 gold for a bottle of wine. Fuck.
Yeah, it is 20
Word
gold
is
for a
worth
bottle
it.
of the fine wine.
100% worth it.
I'm gonna get one bottle, and I'm gonna kind of like smile, and I'll be like, I'll be back one day for some of the stuff up top.
He smiles back at you with a little bit of almost like a doubt on his face, but he goes, well, I always respect a future returning customer. Have a nice day.
Alright, so I bought one nice one. Let's go.
So you have a bottle of fine wine now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Alcoholism.
Congratulations.
Do you follow the others over into the Forge of Fan?
Well,
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
a question, G, which I mean we'll probably find out soon enough. But like, would these like weapons be just like a like, not that they wouldn't like not being enchanted or whatever, but like, is like I don't know how D&D works. Like, would this be like if I were to get a rapier, would it be any different than like the rapier I got like when I made my character, or like because I don't know how like blacksmithing and like making items.
I'm guessing it like upgrades it.
Yeah, like 'cause
It depends on how much you're willing to pay.
Okay, but like in terms of
Okay.
like stats, like things that would be able to be increased would be like damage of an item, like a weapon, right? Like not all daggers.
Damage, some of them may be able to supply.
while this goes on, I'd like to issue a friendly reminder that here at twitch.tv/streaming, I do not endorse alcoholism. We are simply doing it for lore reasons and for character development. But, you know, stay at home. Don't drink, kids. That's all I'm trying to say.
This wave of heat. Like, this shop is spicy on the inside. And, as you make your way in, this time there is actually a literal visible bell that seems to just actually be made out of, like, old iron scraps that is hung up above the door that chimes as you walk in. And, as soon as it does, you hear a voice from farther back in the store behind a small door. Just go, shit, give me a sec. And, from the back room, you see a tiefling man come out. He is a taller individual, a reddish-purple hue to his skin, more red than anything else, with a apron over his, like a heavy apron over his body. But despite the fact that he is, in his right hand, currently holding what looks to be a red-hot piece of metal, he's not using any pokers or anything, he's just holding it. And, he smiles over at you. He has a few piercings in his ears, dreads that are tied up into a small little bun, and very bright, orange gold eyes. He looks over at all of you and goes, hey, sorry, wasn't expecting customers at this time of day. Hi. Shit, sorry. Welcome to the store. Hi, this is the Forge and Fan. What can I get you?
Azazel is immediately enamored. You got it, boys. This is it. This is the romance.
This is the one.
For the past 5 points.
Shut up.
Poor Nyron is back.
Give him some hope, man. Maybe he can find
Listen,
the
that
one.
was just like an innocent flirt. I think I could be good friends with Nyron. The captain didn't work out because of some shit, and then who else did I try and fuck?
Daryl the Barrel.
Everyone else.
Daryl the Barrel.
Daryl the Barrel was a close friend. Daryl the Barrel, we were lit.
Daryl the Barrel was a little more than friends, and you know it.
Listen.
There was a bit of a
Oh,
least a bromance
while we
going
were
on
on
there.
that subject, he also, not only do we not condone or whatever, do we not encourage alcoholism, we also don't encourage two timing people. Just an FYI, just keeping my brand up. Let's go twitch.tv/streaming.
I didn't
All right,
tweet anybody.
go on, moving on.
And,
Kid friendly.
As you are all in here and looking around at, specifically Azazel is just making heart eyes at the
Straight up heart,
tiefling man
literal hearts
walk
on his
out
eyes.
from the back. You hear a loud bang and crash from outside.
Oh god, fuck.
Uh-oh.
I was about to fucking seduce this dude. I'm not gonna deal with this shit.
And,
Do it after you help him.
as
Make it look like you're the hero.
he just seems very confused because you get the feeling that just because of the high class nature of this area, you don't see a lot of commotion here, but there's a lot of crashing and banging, and swings the door to the Forge and Fan, and there you see Not with Barry on his shoulder.
Hey, that's me.
Oh my god.
Hell yes.
Let's go. I'm back.
Nola just sighs very heavily.
Hi,
Not and
friends.
Barry, you
Just was his jaw
spotted them
just
from
dropped.
across the way, and you knew what needed to be done.
I just kind of look surprised at them and like, oh, looks like you're back, huh?
I'm just in utter like.
What are you talking about? I never left.
I'm over it. I had like my hand going to what knives. It's like, oh fuck. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just fucked. I'm like, I know.
The tiefling behind the counter looks at the two newcomers and goes, alright, are these friends of yours?
Not just friends of theirs. I'm friend of yours too. What's your name, bud?
I really wish they weren't.
Loose acquaintances.
Huh.
I mean, Barry ain't horrible.
Hell
Talk
yeah.
about not.
Not some.
Not is not.
The worst thing is I have all these headcanons about not, but then canon not is just.
That.
The tiefling looks over and goes, I'm Phineas. It's nice to meet y'all. What are you... What do you need? Do you need something?
I need mini armor that I can support.
Sounded real rude.
What are your charges for sharpening, sharpening,
What the fuck?
Sharpening? I'm not really gonna charge that much
Oh?
for just sharpening up a blade. Maybe like
Quaz, I fucking hate you.
25 gold? I don't know.
That's that's not my goal.
Okay, let's see. And that's for each weapon, or is that for like?
What is sharpening?
If you have me do them in bulk, I mean, I suppose I could give you a bit of a discount.
Hey, can you sharpen these arrows? I hold up my mini arrows.
He just stares in blatant confusion for a long while and goes, I don't...
Well, they can't be metal, but aren't they like wooden arrows?
Oh, right, I'm a druid. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, wait.
Wait, what am I doing here?
You just have a dark gun. That's what like druids can have.
Wait, no, I picked him up off the
I don't
ground,
know
though.
what you want me to do with that one, buddy.
It's alright, friend. Yes.
I kind of. Ooh, okay. I have very little time until it's here. I'm gonna kind of saunter over, just sort of like sneak my way over, and then I'm gonna say, oh fuck. I'm gonna say in Infernal. God, I hope he knows Infernal. I'm gonna say, hello.
He blinks down at you after a second and goes, in Infernal, hi? Hi.
Oh,
You need something?
Let's go, Edgelord. You got this. Easy.
I'm gonna blush. It's gonna be hard to see, but still visible.
Aww, he's blushing. Ow, that actually really hurt. I hit my face.
I guess I sort of like say, what do you got for daggers?
You know,
I'm like trying to be like, for context, I'm like definitely trying to be like smooth, like total like fucking got this shit, and I'm definitely like
Failing
obviously
miserably?
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of gets like a bit of a grin, shakes his head a bit, and goes, I mean, I make things as ordered. I have a few things that are just sitting around, and as he points to one of the side walls, you see a couple of swords that are hung up, and they look dangerous. Like, they have probably one of the sharpest blades that you have ever
I
seen.
fly towards one of them at full speed.
Wait, Zero! Hold on, we're just gonna... Oh, Yeah, so with zero hesitation, as soon as you begin newing your tiny body over towards some of the side swords, the hand that isn't holding the still molten piece of metal darts out and manages to grab you by like the ankle. And he goes, "Okay, whoa there, no, 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 no," and he just carefully gestures you back in the other direction, lightly pats you on the head with one of his fingers, and goes, I don't mean to be a little bit rude, and sorry if just what I did there was horrible, but, no.
Why not? I can handle one of those. I can handle
You
myself.
heard him.
I'll be right back.
I don't know how to break it to you, but those are about 7 to 10 times your size, and very, very sharp. I don't play around in my craftsmanship. Those are sharp.
I don't know. I got a strength of 11. I got this.
I don't even know what that means, but I know.
Hashtag metagaming. Alright, fine, friendiest. I will go over there, and I walk out the door. I walk, by the way, so it's really slow. Like,
So
He just stares.
Just tiny little easy steps.
my paternal unit is outside, so
alright.
for real. I guess I just clip out of the game. Like it's like we're playing Minecraft. I just
Nah, he actually just, stays the night with whatever, friendiest, whatever his name is, Phineas or something?
Firstly, before I go, I guess what I asked him, since he's like it's made to order, I said, well, how much do you think it would cost to make a pretty sick dagger?
That is the least descriptive.
Okay, how about this?
I mean, I can do a lot of things with a dagger. I'm gonna need a little bit more.
Many things you say.
How about this? What can
Ooh.
how crazy cool, total off the chain radical could you make a dagger with my budget, which is 100 gold?
He chuckles a little bit lowly and goes, I mean, daggers are pretty cheap. I could probably make a pretty good dagger for, I don't know, maybe, honestly, about the same price it would be for sharpening a normal sword or other weapon. I mean, if you give me something to work with, like a reference point that I can use the metal from, or if you give me some sort of metal to work with, I can give you a bit of a discount.
Okay, I take out my 2 daggers. I guess I'll just use the one. I'll use the one that's in my right hand. And I'll say, just kind of surprise me. I hand it to him.
He, just looks over and looks the daggers up and down, flips them around in his hands a little bit to test the weight of them, and he nods a bit. He seems
Also,
to
if you
almost be
can
doing
make both
mental
of them-
math.
Yeah, if you can make both of them or whatever, like that's fine too. I just assumed that it was gonna be hella expensive, so I was like one. But if you
Can
make
I
both
can
of
I
them,
also
like,
roll back in after this conversation? I'm
yeah.
just letting y'all know.
Yeah, he, kind of tests the weight of them in his hands a little bit, flips them around, there's like a little workbench over on the side that he just puts down the still red-hot piece of metal he's been holding, kind of places that to the side and looks at the daggers up and down and goes, I mean, with something this quality, maybe just give me a day and I should be able to make something for, let's just say, for both pieces, 25 for both.
Great, thank you so much. And I bolt out the door like total anime, like hand carving my face, like, and then I'm And with
Alright,
that, I'm-
and as he runs out,
Right.
Barry rolls back in.
I'm gonna chat
Okay,
him
it's
for
been
some
so
stuff
bye
too.
guys.
Alright, bye Tyler.
I'll probably be on, like,
Bye.
if you guys are still on after I
Alright.
get back from dinner, I'll be on, but...
Alright.
I mean,
not.
we're probably ending in like half an hour.
Barry's definitely just rolled
I
in.
actually might
It's
eat
good
out in a
lady.
sec. It depends.
Oh, we might just, if everyone's eating, we might call this early, I guess.
I was gonna say I might
Yeah.
close my deal with him and then I might have to get going.
Yeah, because I want to get my sharpening for some of my weapons.
I mean, if we're just ending this early, I just want to talk to Ozone, just saying.
That's also valid.
Understandable.
We can do like we can do a little bit of a extended with me and Quaz if G's
Yeah,
you're
no,
cool with that.
I'm
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Now my face is covering Pierce's face.
Also, no. Okay, listen. Not to like force y'all to do things, but y'all still haven't told the people that you have a discount, so you're getting stuff at full price.
Barry doesn't know
I
that.
haven't
I
bought
have
anything
discount.
yet.
Barry know
I
that.
do.
I don't have a teleportation
Yeah, no,
orb.
I'm calling you out.
I haven't
will
bought
tell her.
anything yet, so.
Wait, aren't you calling Tyler out in this sentence though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will take that discount. I go up to him and be like, okay, look, this is slicey and this is dicey. They've been a little blunt over the years, so could you just like give them a little bit more edge? I have a discount if that helps.
Discount?
Yes.
Kind of raises an eyebrow.
Show them the orb.
I dig around in my robes and pull out the orb and be like, see, discount.
Ooh.
This is how discounts
Ooh, ooh.
work, right?
Oh,
What's
you're
that
real.
shiny? What's that shiny?
All right.
I like shiny.
It's my shiny.
It's about. Wait, is it about the size of you, Barry?
Yeah, I'm next to
It's
I'm next to
about
this Rosa. I just kind of
hand
nod and pull mine out as well.
All right,
See, he has his own discount.
y'all are cruising for a bruising. I'm sword whipping one of them out of someone's hand.
This
Barry doesn't have
entirely.
Pokey meat.
I'll just like take mine out and just kind of offer it to Barry to see if he can even carry it.
I'm grabbing it. I don't care how heavy it is.
It's surprisingly lightweight. Like the material, you don't actually know what material it is made out of. It's some sort of silvery metal, but it doesn't seem to be as heavy as you'd expect a metal, crystal, and glass
Yeah.
ball to be. It's maybe at most like around half a pound.
Okay.
How heavy am I? Continue.
But as Phineas looks around at all of you, he goes, "Oh my God, this suddenly makes so much more sense. You're with the guild. Okay, thank you for telling me this now. But is your friend that just ran out with y'all?"
We'd like to say no, but yes.
Yes, he is.
Edgelord is with us.
Okay, I'll drop that price down. I guess that would have been.
You
nice
don't
know
have
before
to.
I
You don't
started
have to.
doing
He didn't
things.
show you shiny.
He's
I got you,
learning.
friend. Let's go, friendius. You and me, man. We got this.
Friendius.
Right.
Well, and he. What are the slicey and dicey? What are they exactly?
There's just knives. For this Rosas.
Aren't they scimitars?
What are they?
This thing. Sanic.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm here. I just can't hear.
What?
Ah,
Oh, alright. We type.
Okay, now I can hear you. It's really choppy though.
What are slicey and dicey?
Slicey and dicey, my sweet, lovely little weapons of mine, are actually. Hold up, I will. Okay, I actually pressed something. But they
Oh
are
shit.
actually
They're
two
19.
sides.
Oh, no.
They're two lovely little sides of twin makings. Do them as long as I've been born.
Oh, shit.
Huh.
Oh dear.
He kind of looks him up and down a little bit and goes, well, considering the, fact that I'm also making some weapons for your buddy, but sharpening doesn't really take me that long, just come back, I guess, tomorrow morning, with the discount from the NH and the fact that you're giving me more than one of them to sharpen, it's only gonna cost you like 8 gold at most.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, yo, friendius. Side note.
Yeah?
Can you make a dagger out of these? And I just hold up gold coins.
Isn't that expensive?
Yeah.
I
Are
don't
you sure?
think I've ever had anybody ask me this before, to be 100% honest. Gold's kind of tough to work with. I mean, I could try.
Does silver work better? I got that too, and I hold up silver.
I mean, I can work with either of them. It's just, it's not my typical wares. I can try.
Alright.
I could certainly try for you. And also trying to work at your scale should be a challenge I haven't tried in a while, but I never want to turn down a challenge.
Yo, let's go, friendius. You're the man. You're the... What is he again? He tiefling, right?
Yeah, he's a type.
You're the tiefling.
He just laughs a little bit and goes, "You know what? I'm up for the challenge. Just give me some of the coins and, I don't know, I'll just... You're small. I can't charge you my normal prices. I don't know, like, 5 gold? This is pretty much I'm making a toothpick. I don't know what you want from me here."
Sounds good. I eat over the 5 gold. Let's get it.
Alright, and he just holds them in his hand and looks down at them, and then looks up at you, and then looks down at them again and goes, I don't know what I just agreed to, but he just puts them down on the table next to him and looks out at the rest of you. Anything else that any of y'all need?
Yeah, Vola's gonna step up, and she's gonna be like, yeah, so my axe is fine. I don't need too much for this, but I was thinking of some smaller weapons, specifically something I can climb with as well as hit with.
I hand Vola my mini bow.
That doesn't work. I mean, like something I could like picks or something like that.
He wants
I
a
mean,
grappling
I
hook.
can make you a pick if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, something along those lines, pretty much, like a war pick.
Yeah, I can definitely make you one of those. That is easy.
Yeah, so 2 of those would probably be best.
2 of those, average price would usually come out to about 20 gold, but for somebody working with the guild, I suppose I can drop that down to maybe 12?
Vola just kind of shakes her head and she's like, nah, I respect your craftsmanship, and she drops the full 20.
Oh. Alright. Thank you, I guess. And he looks genuinely kind of surprised, but, like, I'll start working on that right away. You can come around probably tomorrow afternoon when your friend comes around for the daggers.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna, I'll see y'all later.
Bye,
Bye.
Vola.
Goodbye,
And then there were 2 face cams.
My face cam was not working, so.
Yeah, also the face cam ain't showing up for me, so that's amusing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm the only one.
my face cam is only on stream because it can't use webcam for 2 things.
Well, no. Well, and Finn just kind of seems to be examining all of the sudden work that he has had thrust upon him. He's very intently looking at these gold coins at this point. Like, he looks concerned about that one. But, he's just kind of looking him up and down. He's like, well, if there's anything else I can do for you, I suppose I have a bit of work on my hands, but...
Yo, Blue Zulu, you need anything?
Not really.
Alright.
Alright,
well,
fish
if
food, let's go.
That's all I can do for
Alright,
you.
let's
then,
go.
I'll
I
see
guess-
most of y'all tomorrow. And he nods you off and picks up all the wares that he's using and goes back into the covered and concealed portion of the back of the thing.
Hey, a side note, what do I actually know right now?
So, okay, you never told me how you resolved how you got out of prison.
Well,
I
we
don't
didn't.
Actually, I don't personally know what you know.
Alright.
Basically,
We'll break it down in a story time. Oh, hey, Gnat's here too. Potentially.
Someday.
Well, basically, Barry, I just kind of beckoned for you to just, like, I don't know, land on my shoulder or something. And I just say, let's go for a walk.
Alright. And this is where Barry and Lazuli have story time.
Yep.
Flawless transition.
Perfect.
Disrosa, what are you doing while these two go fuck around?
Deshawn doesn't have anything much better to do, so she'll probably go off into town and like just hang out with her new human friends and like chat with them for a bit.
Alright, so you start making your way back to, I believe that's all the way down in the slough, which is right where you first came in at the dock.
Yeah.
So you just start making your way down there.
Wait, they're not providing housing for us? What bitches?
No, they are providing housing. Y'all just never ask about anything.
Yeah, I'm assuming we already have houses.
They told you that it would take about a day, but you would have housing arranged, and then y'all just left without asking.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that part.
But yes, there will be housing accommodated to you. The headmaster just said it's probably going to take like a day for them to be able to prepare all the rooms necessary in the apartments. They're pretty much small apartments. That you're gonna be getting.
So does the guild also know that me and Gnat are also part of the party?
They don't know you exist.
Okay, cool. Just checking. That's all. That's
They
all I
don't
need
know
to
who
know.
you are or that you exist. Cyanth never brought. Well, Cyanth mentioned you, and you were momentarily brought up by the headmaster, but they never actually said anything about your existence. So
All
they
right.
only gave out enough comm crystals for 4.
Wait. Cause for the comm crystals, just because I'm asking logistically for later, do I need my own one to go through, or can someone just drag me through?
Someone could totally drag you through if necessary.
Okay.
But at the same time, if you go there, they will be able to accommodate for the fact that you're small. Like, they have people of all races and sizes that work there. They're literally the largest magic school.
It was more because we don't have enough for me. Like, I was asking, like, do I have to fly up on my own and be like, yo,
Yeah,
knock
no.
knock?
You'll be able to get in.
All right. Anyway,
Mhm.
I feel like this is a good segue into story time as we tie up some loose ends with the series that doesn't really have everything in it because some of the VODs I wasn't here for weren't uploaded, and yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, basically, so after you left, we were still in the battle of...
Yep, that was the battle of the ship because
Yeah.
the last session that I have
Mhm.
on my footage, and we'll see if Quigley uploads the rest to kind of alleviate some of the missing here, but I turned into a bear because
Right.
I ended the session
Yes.
with all those
You
awful
turned into a
puns.
bear, and then you went, like, below deck, and then was just never seen again, apparently.
No,
Mhm.
you were seen again shortly. There was
Well,
a warlock
yeah.
on that
He was,
ship.
yeah, he was kind of
That's true.
passed out though.
Yeah,
Something
you
like
got
that.
passed, you were passed out. But anyway.
Also, I'm gonna retcon a little bit. The reason I disappeared is because one of the goons was like, "Yo, that's a sick bear. Yo, you want to check out the other animals?" And then that's why I followed him, and that's why I lost. I needed to retcon that in real quick.
Okay.
Um,
So, yeah, basically what happened was, what the fuck are the crew names?
there was
Wow,
There was
okay.
Happy. There was
Yeah.
Daryl. There was whatever the captain's name was. I called him by his first name, and I can't
Yeah.
remember still. And there was the chef, and even, and
I was
Yeah.
away from my keyboard for a moment and I had
Oh,
to
no.
push to talk on. It was Hadley, the engineer person. There was Daryl, the barrelman. There was Captain Greg.
oh yeah,
who
it's my
was
boy
the
Greg.
captain of the
Yes.
ship. There was Patton, the
Elin.
chef, and there was Elin, the second in command.
So basically, Elin and Hadley kind of betrayed us. I think,
Yes.
yeah, they betrayed us. So Elin was just like, he got away. Hadley just wanted to leave. Like, Hadley didn't actually want to betray us necessarily, but Hadley just was done with life on the boat, I guess?
Mhm.
So yeah, so we had to tell Captain Gregory that Hadley just kind of died.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that we headed back to Mute Harbor. Or not back to, but we headed to Mute Harbor. And we entered Mute Harbor, and we started off in like the slums area, I guess.
Okay.
You know, very poor area, and we just like, you know, for the first like kind of night, we just kind of chilled there, and then we explored the next day. So this is actually in the notes.
The group notes.
So there's like five different regions.
All right. Let's see.
So the west, which we were in, were
This
like
is the slough.
sloughs.
Yep, I got it pulled up. The south is the Myers. The east is the Nexus. The cliffs are the Fey. Where are the fifths? Where are the cliffs in relative location, direction, cardinal directions?
Uh,
Are they just the center?
Northwest.
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 Okay. And then barracks are north. So then we can see that Lord Adair is the current lord. The Adair. I don't want to read all of that. That sounds like a lot of words.
So Fey Heights is
Lord.
like Fey Heights is basically a super rich place. That's where we are currently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barracks is barracks. Nexus is like kind of, I guess, like middle class area.
Okay.
Sloughs, yeah, and then what was the Myers? I don't remember what the Myers.
The Myers was like the docks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, docks.
Yeah. Do you see the map and the fact that Mute Harbor is on a little blip?
Yeah.
So the cliffs that are like the little blip area that is. Can I do this at the same time that I do? That's gonna move. Trying to blip things while also using push to talk is hell itself. It's like the bottom corner here that I'm just going to draw a dot on. This is the Fey Heights, and then I'm like drawing it in. Fey Heights are there. Which then leads down to the docks, which come out here. Mute Harbor Sorcerer's Guild is on like the farthest right part of that little blip, and then the rest of it is like Mute Harbor is this whole area here.
Okay. Okay. So I can figure that out from there.
Yeah.
So basically, from what I understand, I'm gonna just break it down, because even if I think I understand stuff, um, obviously, just for VOD purposes, if I ever rewatch this for fun, I'll know what the fuck's going on, even though now I don't. But so y'all met up at the Fey Heights. Y'all got the cool glyph things. Y'all are apparently trying to figure out what's up with the disappearance of Cribshire Passage.
Right. So
Which
Yes.
I'd like to point out, for anyone who doesn't know, that is the title of this D&D game. So that sounds important. But
currently, yeah, in our current where we currently are with that is
Where we are right now, we haven't got to that part yet.
Yep.
You were
Okay, so
presented
Elf-
with two
Story
options.
goes.
yeah, Elf
Yes.
Lady is dead, or not dead. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead.
She died, and then we basically brought her here because they're gonna like try and research her, I guess, and like figure out what happened with that.
Yeah.
okay.
And yeah, Cyanth is
Is there too,
here
I guess.
too. Yeah,
You
he's
met
kind of here.
you were told that your taskmaster, essentially, the person who is going to be giving you your jobs and keeping in contact with you, is another tiefling woman who is the head of arcane research in Kiri, who you were given two options by her at the very end of the session, which you probably all forgot because I super rushed it because I was very, very tired and it was late and everyone needed to leave.
Yeah.
You have two options.
Writing this
You
down.
are to investigate the logging city of Torin and the strange magical happenings that are happening in Roshire Grove, which is the giant forest in the northwest area. Or you can investigate the strange lights that seem to be appearing in the sky above the Isle of Kincombe, which is the giant fucking island on the far west. And Kincombe is weird because it's an island, but all magic has been banned from the whole island. So the
Wait,
fact
that's
that there
like my
are magic lights
existence.
that seem to be above it are weird.
Very sketchy.
I vote we never
What was
go
the other
there.
one? Well, what was like the first one? I just didn't get the name.
Investigate the logging city of Torin.
Tori.
Which I can type in.
Investigate logging city.
I typed it way
of-
above, but I can just copy paste.
Oh. Whatever.
Okay. And now, so I think that basically catches everyone up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the real question is, how the fuck did Barry get out of prison? Why was Barry in prison? And everything else important in life.
All of that.
So
All of that jazz.
let's break it down. After we got off the ship, because I was totally there. I swear. You can check the VODs. Just kidding. You can't. Got him. Anyway, I chased my boy Cyan. I'm assuming that's what I did, right? I think someone explained this to me
Yeah.
once. I was chasing Cyan with Gnat,
Yes. Oh, I can
and
put now.
I got put in prison because
You got put in prison because when
You
we
were
arrived
causing
at the
some shenanigans.
when we arrived at the docks,
You were an
you
idiot.
both you
You literally just eat it out right as soon as we got off the ship.
you and Gnat tried to follow Cyanth, and you ended up jumping onto the back of its cart without him
Yeah.
realizing it. But when going through like the Fayite security, you like were found and then imprisoned for trespassing, basically.
Okay, okay. Now let's talk about how we got out. Now, mind you, I don't know what type of prison you put a pixie in. Like, I'm
Exactly.
kind of small.
You just put him in a little bird cage.
Honestly.
What?
You were pretty much
You
shoved
just
in
put him in a
cage
bird
at that point
cage?
on.
Alright, so I got a bird cage, but you know what? I got bird friends.
Oh god.
Wait,
Oh boy.
wait, hold up. Does this? I'm just trying to think this out. Use brain power to figure out exactly how I broke out of this. Does the cage allow magic?
Probably not because this is the most magical city on the fucking continent.
Oh, that's
and they
true.
know
I was gonna
better.
say, could our wild shape just threw it, but actually,
Matt?
I would like to think that this cage is magical, so when I wild shape, it just turns into a bigger cage.
Like, no.
Oh my god, no.
An attempt was made.
All right. So, how did me
Realize
and
that-
Gnat
How
get
did
out?
Aaron get into the Dungeons and Dragons group? Anyhow, continuing.
Hmm.
So yeah, um, you know, how would I have gotten out? Now, I have to say, I got a lot of friends. Gnat,
Oh,
maybe not so
Aaron
much.
just was granted admin privileges.
Hmm.
Aaron was granted admin privileges?
Yep, on the
Oh,
server.
fascinating.
Oh, on the server. Okay.
Interesting.
Anyway, so yeah, let's just say my schmoozing kind of way, especially with animals, kind of got me out. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it up for interpretation.
How did you get not out in that process?
I schmoozed for him too, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless, Quaz, do you have a better real reason why I did it?
Not currently, but if I think about it, I might.
Alright, so the current story is because Barry won't actually tell anyone the right thing. I got a lot of friends. Oh, y'all
Alright.
couldn't see
Okay.
my hand motions, but alright. So yeah,
I'm guessing that's a wink wonk going on there.
it was a good old, I don't even know what to call this. Quaz, look at my stream and tell me what I'm doing.
Is it the
Okay.
double pistols?
Nah, it ain't the double
Alright.
pistol. That's the double pistol. It's like the
Oh yeah, I'm motioning it too for some reason.
I need to
know
see
that
this.
you-
Hold up.
I'm gonna just keep
I
doing
need
it.
Going on to your.
He's like push. He's like
It's like the
push away.
yeah, just like end it. Yeah, that's good. That's where we're calling it, kind of thing.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
just-
stop,
I just
like,
keep doing-
stop,
Like,
like stop, you know.
Hmm?
I just feel like I'm swimming
Oh, I
at this
see, I
point.
see, okay, I see
I
it,
feel like I'm
see it.
swimming at this point.
Oh, okay, that works.
Also, now
You
that
are
I'm slowly
swimming.
getting, just as a note, now that I'm slowly getting my shit together, the next time we're in a combat encounter, click on your token, your designated token, before combat starts and before you roll initiative, because it'll make a turn order appear visible to all of you.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely be able to get new combat, and that'll be my clickbait title for Twitch is DnD
New
now
combat
hashtag
system.
new combat system.
Wow.
All right.
Dude, what are all these symbols? What the hell?
Oh yeah, they're neat. I have no idea what they are.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, there's a lot.
The symbols are the red one, if I remember, the way that I did this, the red one is the red bar is your health, the blue bar, if you have one, or like the blue circle, if you have one, is your spell save DC, and the green bar is your AC. That way you
my
don't have to
circles
check
are all,
your,
like, empty.
thing for that.
Wait. Oh, so wait, the red one is for what? Is your health
Red one
bar?
is your HP. The green one is your AC, or your armor class, and
Okay.
the blue one is the spell save DC that you have.
It's not showing me anything.
Oh.
Like any
You gotta
information.
click on your
like-
icon.
Like,
I did.
Like right click it.
Right click
Well,
it. That's yeah.
Give me a sec because I have it set so that it should be showing your AC, but it's just doing
hey,
it.
No.
okay.
Whack.
So, just because I wanna make sure we got this combat system a little bit down before we actually start using it. When I turn into a wild shape, does that number stay the same, and I have to just kind of keep track on my own?
I believe so.
Okay,
You
that's
can
fine.
just edit it as like your temp HP, like whatever your HP changed to, you can just edit to your temp HP, and I can add on yours specifically a thing for temporary HP.
Okay, we can work that out later, but I just figure I'd bring it up now, so we have it
Good
on our mind.
call.
Dick Rose, you also are you? What circle are you?
on Circle of the Swamp, I believe.
Okay, so you might wild shape less, but that's also a thing for
Yeah.
you too. Okay.
Yes, I know. I can. I did wild shape before once, but not often.
Yeah, no, wild shaping is kind of my thing because I'm Turtle of the Moon, but
Yeah.
we haven't had
Huh,
too
this
many
is so
combat
weird.
system
Yeah,
things
I
since I've
just
gotten
like
it, so
hide in the bog. I deal with bog stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I like something happened with it, or I don't know what
I don't know.
happened, but
Well,
Oh, it's because your AC and HP aren't on your character sheet.
what?
Oh.
And they're not on your, you don't have your spell save DC put in on your spell sheet.
That is
Whack.
incorrect. It shows it right here for me.
For me, it is entirely blank.
big
Nothing.
yikes. All right.
The GM's always right.
All right. Well,
So,
I'm
I'm
gonna
seeing it
attempt
though.
me. Well, that was a pretty good session of D&D, if I do say so myself. We got caught up. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube soon. We'll see if we can get the other like in between episodes. We'll label them episodes 6.1, 6.2, or something, just to cause this is technically the seventh upload for the series I put up. Um, I might watch through and figure out timestamps for y'all later, but that's gonna be the end of the stream. Catch me for more action at twitch.tv/TrueMumu. That's a TRUMOOMU. As you can see in that corner right there, or fancy right, I can do this corner right here. You know. So we've done some updates. I tried to make my stream a little bit nicer looking. So catch D&D now every Saturday at arguably 8:30. It's usually going to be a little later because we can't start things on time, and it ends around 10:30. So 10:30. So pretty good, pretty easy scheduling. Check us out and check me out for more content. They're going to end the stream there.